game, take the game, and hopefully they're facing the Sixers because I think that the Magic, they have a lot of turmoil going on right now. And you look at that particular matchup, Sixers, Hornets, with the momentum that's going, no Embiid. You looking at the Hornets really 10-year decade.
A decade. 2016 was our last playoff appearance.
I think that's a celebration for them and a proud moment for LaMelo Ball. I think him really trying to get the rallier behind of being a leader and a great point guard for his team. I think this is starting to show what he can actually do there.
So talking about the off shooting night for LaMelo. LaMelo historically struggled in playing games. The game on the line, Charles Lee draws up the play.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mention Continental because he's a Duke guy and I expected him to struggle. So he had to draw the play up for somebody like LaMelo because he felt like in the press conference or after the game, he felt like he didn't play well. And he needed to win the game for him despite whatever happened during the game. And I think you go to the guy who's going to end it or take you to the next level. So I think that was a smart play from Lee, and he showed confidence.
All right, let's shift over to this side of the couch. Skip, I know you were watching that game.
Oh, you want to go?
Let's go, Swag. You want to kill him? Look at Cleveland High School.
You know you're not going to kill him. You know
let's go to Cleveland High School legend, Swaggy P. Nick Young, Fernando Valley.
Last night, I love the way Melo Ball played, but still he got a glimpse of immaturity. You know, there's still the 24-hour fitness shows, the lunchtime baller shows, what he did for Bam. That was crazy. That was crazy. It was a dangerous play. Do you get suspended for the next game?
League is reviewing the play. Will announce a punishment before Friday.
at the end of the season.
You said how hard he fell, one leg, and
Well, it's not about how hard he fell, just the play. The play would have been a flagrant one. You know, flagrant or ejection. So if he's ejected, it's not a
that's what I feel like the league, you know, wanted some blood in the middle. And the Hornets is playing well, they look excited, so they just let it pass. But you take somebody's star player out the game, that's tough. Another thing, I was wondering what happened to Norman Powell, why he was coming off the bench, not playing as many minutes as, you know, he started, still averaging 20-something, but I don't know what's going on there, but it's good to see the Hornets playing well. They look like a team that's ready to finally launch off and be not a contender, but some force to be messed with. And it's good to see Melo. He looked like he's trying to take it serious, but he got to get rid of those young incidents like this. That's the only thing you take those out the equation. I think the Hornets gonna be a great team. That's Kobe White could be a starter somewhere for sure. They should play him and Melo together more instead of subbing, out and keeping, subbing Melo out to bring White in. You can play both of them together. They could be a dual threat. And I like Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's going to be an all-star in this league, I believe so, for sure.
So Hornets 19-63 last season. Charles Lee first season with the team. After Charles Lee got championship experience. During his time as an assistant coach, 44 wins this season, finished 9th in the Eastern Conference. Skip, let's move on to you. What are your biggest takeaways from the Hornets playing win over the Miami Heat?
He's got 6.
So if you've ever wondered what 400 ounces of gold looks like, here you have it. This is about a little over $1.2 million at current market levels right now.
Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Offline with a 3. Here's Milwaukee. Here's James.
Got it.
Assisting on the play was Porter.
Mr. McCann. I think I heard you say this was a statement game
the LaMelo Ball. Did I not hear those words? Did I misconstrue?
Statement.
He shot 2 for 16 from 3. We'll start with that. 14 times, your team went down, and he jacked it up and missed it, and it's an empty possession that just takes the home crowd more out of it and more and more and more out of it until they're finally saying, "What are you doing?" And meanwhile, his running buddy, who made Nico's 3-point shot during the regular season, Nichols, is going 0 for 6 from 3. And LaMelo, who made the second most 3 in the entire NBA in the regular season, is missed 14, 2 for 16. And then, maybe I got to give it to TV, but the last 12 seconds of the game, I saw your man LaMelo, and by the way, I met him when he was sophomore Chino Hill, and I told him he's going to be the best of the 3 by far. And that is true. He is by far the best of 3, and his future is unlimited. But there's still a lot of little spoiled brat stuff going on because he was the baby of the family, and he got it all, and they handed it to him, and silver spoon, and okay. But with 12 seconds left, he turns it over at mid-court. It's a huge turnover, and then he goes right down to the other end, and it was a questionable foul ball. I will give you that on the 3-point ball. But he did that. And he didn't really fight it that hard. I think it's like, God, I did it. And you know what Tyler Hero is going to do, because he is clutch. And he goes, swish, swish, swish. And all of a sudden, I'm saying, God, LaMelo just blew the entire game. And then reasons inexplicable after Eric Spoelstra had gotten his team back in the game by going to their 1-3-1 zone, which really performance LaMelo and Khan and everybody else outside, they're having a hard time finding a shot until Kobe White saved them, and Brandon Miller made one big late three. It was just guts, man. It was just like he just went straight up on the top of the circle and just ripped it. But you go to the 1-3-1, and all of a sudden you wind up with Mr. UCLA, Hawkins, trying to get in front of LaMelo, and he can't. LaMelo just turns the corner on him and just basically wins the game with the layup. So if that's a statement, you got now back to the play of the game. The most outrageous, uncalled play in any playoff game I can ever. I've been racking my brain all morning trying to think of the worst call in a playoff game. Is what transpired. And Eric Spoelstra, who's not prone to blow-ups after games, he's very contained and controlled, and he made it very clear, I'm not making an excuse here, but you have to throw him out of the game for that, which was flagrant too. And Spoelstra's point was that he called out Curtis Blair, the official who was right, he's on the baseline looking down. He's looking down. He had to jump back a little bit because obviously Bam's going to fall back toward him. But what happened to me was LaMelo drives it and gets caught off balance. And that kid, Fontecchio, who played 6 minutes last night and scored 0 points, comes all the way across the lane and blocks LaMelo's shot. And it just infuriates. I mean, as he falls backwards, he hits his head a little bit on Cal Brenner's sort of his shin. And then he just going to throw a little tantrum. He's still got a lot of little kid in him. And he's got high basketball IQ. And he realizes that Bam is already off balance because he's trying to catch the carom of the block and he's trying to control it going back out of bounds. So he's trying to hold it here with his hand. And by the way, if you look hard at it, I think his heel is out of bounds. I think he's already out of bounds. So Coach Blair is missing 2 things. He's missing an out of bounds call, and he's missing the most blatant, outrageous trip of somebody who's already due. Like he's already going down, right? And then he flips him off. And what do we call it? Dual balance. Okay, yeah. Let's say I'm 6'9", 250. And now you got all that going backwards, and he can't stop. And he's a tough guy, man. I don't know if there's anybody tougher. And he hits so hard, he just goes on. I thought, I'll just shake it off. Surely you got a bruised butt. But hope he breaks something, you know, like.
Let's take a look at that video. We have the playing question. It was hard to see during live game action. But obviously, the players told a different story. Melo appeared to really swipe.
I have a specific remark for both of your statements, right? You said statement game for LaMelo, right? Yeah, how could it be?
The April 15th tax deadline is coming, and your tax refund is a few steps away with TurboTax. Plus, the new tax law can boost refunds by up to $1,000. Use the April 15th tax deadline and get every dollar you deserve with TurboTax.
Warriors with the rebound. Down low. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will take possession.
When you're playing, you're struggling. One thing you don't do, you don't stop. You don't stop getting ready. You don't stop doing what you do best. Okay. What has he done best all season? He got right? What did Khan do? Khan is a rookie, you know how they'll put you in that spot. Right? Melo's been here. So that's why he shot 14. So you look at the end of the game, 8 seconds left. How do you redeem yourself to make it a statement? You need to do that to make it a statement, okay? To say, listen, I played bad, but we fought through the badness and made it a good night. It made it a celebration. You're in the city with, what are you doing? Guess what? This is what I'm doing. Yeah. This is what I'm doing. Taking it home. Because he even been in the game. Listen, I'm get there. Right? You say this particular incident. Have we seen it before? We have seen LaMelo do that. Not LaMelo. Okay. Have we seen it before? Take tripping? Like, I think that's it's Draymond Green. He kicked out. Is he immature? So he get kicked out. Is he immature though? Okay. Draymond has done things like this on numerous occasions, no doubt, right? So for us to make it a thing, like it's end all be all, let's end the world on this, right? Now, and the circumstances are right. Yeah, this is a play game. This is him out of bio, 83. He was going for 83, wasn't he? I don't think so. I think he had 19 or 15 in the first. He had made all 3 of his shots. He was leaving 3. Yeah. 6 points. Yeah, 6 points in 11 minutes, right? That particular ball, usually we have a little butt pads on. Usually. If you ain't wearing them, you got the pad right there for your telephone. Yeah, if you don't wear them, you don't wear them, right? Now, that's not forgiving Melo for what he's done. It is an immature play. It is something that you can either get a flagrant one or an ejection for. That still doesn't say that we don't do what we need to do to win the game. We don't do what we need to do to be in the game. Coach White propelled that surge at the end. Miles Bridges hit big shots to propel that particular scenario. And then you look at a guy like Brandon Miller who was relentless. And he didn't shoot bad from the field. He was actually ready for the moment. And I think Charles Lee actually, he was engaged in understanding what needs to happen next. And to be able to get LaMelo the ball for his statement moment in that game, it was special for me to see. Because now, he can actually go get it and go get it done. But for the actual play and the damn situation, it's unfortunate. It's a part of the game. It happens. And regardless if they got it right or got it wrong, we've seen before in different occasions where God kept playing. God didn't get ejected in the game, got a flagrant one, stepping on a guy's chest, tripping a guy, kicking a guy in the ball. We've seen this kind of stuff before. So for me, I'm looking at it like, all right, this erases all of LaMelo's prior immaturity, prior bad shot taking, all the one-time ball and stuff he's saying, and then you take it and you say, go win the game for us. Go win the game for us, put us in a position where we can actually make the playoffs in the last 10 years. And I think he's doing it.
Okay, and as we know, set up his own court interview immediately after the game. I popped up and I knew I had to go win it. First, and he did. So I give you that. But I also give you this. I don't know if you remember this game this year, February 27th at Oklahoma City, Denver at Thunder. You remember what Luke Dort did to Joker? So they had just inbounded the ball there in the backcourt. And Luke Dort has his back to Joker and just takes his right foot and sticks it out and trips him. And he's running forward, so he was able to put both hands down and he rolled, and so he wasn't hurt. But they immediately blew the whistle and stopped play, and they took a look and they blew his ass out. This is 8:30 left in the first game, Denver versus Oklahoma City, and he is gone because he should be. You can't do that. Who are we talking about? Lindor. Okay, and who's the other guy we're talking about? Johnny.
And in that first half, we saw
But it's Bam Adebayo. So it's two top players, and then you're mentioning Lindor. We don't need you. If that was SGA,
now on to Kumpo.
Okay, it's fair. You probably.
that was SGA. If that was SGA, we look at it.
Well, he's kind of a shady.
He's a Draymond Greener. Like he does shady shit. So it's like you got to look at the optics. Even if Melo has done it before, immature-wise, he's tripped somebody before. Right? Why put yourself in that situation? Because I'm frustrated and I'm playing bad. He's playing his life skills. Yeah, and he's like, that's a dangerous combo. Game on the line. You know, you could really get kicked out. The game, I mean, yeah, you saying game on the line as far as just the game. Yeah, game. This is like you Melo kicked out. I don't think they win. So I don't think they win. Let's take a bad play. I don't think they win. Well, no, I don't agree.
Right side.
What's the record? What's Bam? How was Bam average against the Hornets?
Kumpo's got 18 points in the
Probably
game.
20. You need that though. And that's what your other 20 was though. They won 3 out of the 4 games. Yes, but where was your other 20 at? What was your next man up?
Well, so 2 games against Warriors in the regular season, Bam averaged 29, 9 rebounds, 3 assists.
Norman Powell was sitting there.
But 29 and 9.
Yes. Norman Powell is your other guy.
3 for 3 in the left.
The Bucks trail by 5. Out left to the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And here are the Warriors now. Pass to Leons. Now Porzingis. Wide open. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
The drive by Porter. Count it. Good. He has 6.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
He's still feeling it. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo outside. Out to the right wing. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
On the wing, Curry. He's got 21. And it's good. 2 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Rollins. Three-pointer, no good.
And the shooter had very